Hampstead Villas at DHC City Karachi offers premium living with seamless connectivity via Shara Bhutto.
First plane path of the tournament, here it comes, here we go. Getting stuck into the thick of it right now here at PMWC at EWC, match number 1 of Group A. Let's get it kicked off. Chilled out, players do jump on out. Slows down, we're heading over towards test track to start things off. We know the Neox factory is going to be an absolute slobber knocker over in that direction, but how many teams are going to end up over there? That is the real question as we head on through. There was actually a lot of engagement down towards Danqing during the test matches. We'll see if that's the case here, but it does seem to me that Neox factory is the place of choice for plenty of these teams. Thunder Talk though, however, taking a very, very chilled out approach over towards the north side in Bamboo. They've got a 4-man split over here, Ulf also towards Stadium. But it's 4 Thrives, actually. You got IQ getting very, very close over towards Geeke, and that is their player to go for the recalls. So he wants to get past there without harm, without pressure. But Hazaifa already opening up over towards Coops, of all people. Come on.
And they might not even need IQ out there to go for the recalls if they can take this fight. Looks like they have lost one player already, though. Enigma Galaxy trying to turn things around as well. But as you say, they've lost Coops right off the bat. And Ralph's the next to fall. Goes down to Hoxie. Kiwoom DRX. Everybody gets stuck in. This is what you see on Rondo. It is madness in the Ox Factory.
Nice.
A big nade threaded on up, and it's finding 1 and 2. Falak charges on forwards, and they're cutting the rosters in half. The volley back through the door, though, puts him back in his place, and Hazaifa has to hold it down. Satan around the corner. Hazaifa needs to hold, and he's good for 1. Ralph can't quite connect either, and now he has a 1 versus 1. Ralph is low, and he finds it. Hazaifa keeping him safe. Falak back on up.
The spray comes through, and 4 Thrives looking good, looking neat on this side of the map. I like the play from Falak as well. Insane grenade, banked off the doorstep, but knew he had to jump up there quickly because KRX was stealing away all the eliminations. 4 Thrives start off the game at a 4 elim count. It looks really mighty strong. Furia were able to get 1 in the process. Most teams getting back up again, but the biggest disappointment so far is Enigma Galaxy. They lost all 4 players in the first minute of the game.
You can't be doing that. That is not good news. And on a important map, they get no points. They didn't even get that refrag, losing repeated challenges. And I don't know if they lost a player on an outpost, if they sent someone away, if they committed. We're on board though with Flower trying to get the spray down. Furious giving it a good go, and Maple is there looking to take down the crossing, does so effectively. And now Kiwoom DRX have to find something else.
Maple looking sweet like syrup in that engage there now, looking over towards KRX. Benny down low on his belly, moving out with the JS9, see if we can get done with that. Reverb comes through with the M249 over towards the tanky. Towards Reverb. To see. Benny spraying through the smoke at the moment. It's a pretty awkward bit of terrain to work around here inside the building.
Hoxie and Binny trying to hold down the angle. The smoke's keeping them in cover for now. Just constant harassment from Maple. Pushing them back and forth this way, that way. But he's allowed his players to step in towards it. Maple goes low, but doesn't quite connect. Nobody's hitting the shots, and finally Hoxie falls. Maple wants to flush and will be able to find it. Scarpering around the corner now to get away from the rest of the fight. He doesn't want any more to chew down on. He's already done bits.
Through the smoke there, everyone was suffering. Benny's currently on fire as well. This is a nightmarish area to be in with the sidelines available. It's all a bit awkward. Maple will find another. I think he was able to secure that as well, which is nice to see. Hazaifa does go down, but so far 4 Thrives have been living over on the southwest side of Neox. AKOP pulled back almost immediately by Orangutan there. Oh, the predict. Heard the M79 going off and just thought he would spray on through. He has been a monster inside the Neox factory so far, and he has been producing those eliminations coming straight off the end of the conveyor belt.
It is now neck and neck on eliminations from the hot drops, and it looks like the two titans of Neox Factory want to get stuck in against each other. Falak charging forwards there. Maple looking for the heals. He's allowed to get the first aid kit off, but still has a health disadvantage. The S12K in close range could prove to be pivotal, though, as Falak opens up for the charge around the corner, goes wide, and what a swing from Falak! Up and into the air, hopping about, the bunny rabbit bites! This late, when they have got already such a prior position, Furia looking to go for a challenge against Thundertalk. Already burning him so low. How do you hit those? Ayala, beautiful. Now looking to go big with an aid. Does a lot of damage. And the Molotov to follow it up. Pinches him into the corner. And they know what they're playing against. It's just easy for Furia.
That's cool gameplay there from Ayala. The perfectly placed molly.
4 thrives with that elim over towards everybody else pretty much in Neox Factory. Do still have this top spot, but it's a question of now getting into the circle for them. The 4 thrives, they may not have the easiest time of it out on the western side. Goat's team challenging, getting the spray over towards Gaming Stars. Rolex does go down, not fully flushed just yet, but you imagine it is only a matter of time here. And Rolex, yeah, that's going to be confirmed. Recalls are going to start to get harder now, Blank. Teams are starting to take position on priority recall beacons, and it will be more difficult to find your way towards them. So taking position, again, looking to stay fairly central. They're more on the south side of things, but they have got this beautiful high ground on the top of this mountain to overlook over to everybody around them.
It's hard, right? Because at some point you have to look at the rest of the squad as well. Kelsey on a mad dash out there. I am surprised he is still kicking at this point. Heart must be racing. Finally, he is taken down there by Ziol. The rest of the team not able to help, but you do need to start looking at some of the other players on Aurora. I don't think we can put all the blame over on Doc, because a lot of times that blame comes his way, because when he goes down, the team suffers because of it, because he is so good at the game. Win will find top on a nasty little headshot, actually, just peeking over the top of that ridge side.
A really nice cut across comes through from Aurora there. I mean, we caught the end of that rotation as Furia were taking that volley of fire. But Aurora, from the south side, went around Furia and into the south point of Ulf. It forced Ulf to regroup in an unfavorable scenario, which has led to them losing a player. And it's put them under a lot of pressure. They are in nade range now from Aurora, who can start to levy this central position.
I mean, the more nades thrown at Aurora, and the ones that don't hit, just providing more divots for them to play in towards. So this is actually not the worst thing in the world. Emergency cover flare also brought out off the back of this one. Circle did shift back over towards the western side, which Orangutan's quite...
It's much more likely you're going west out to the Bamboo recall tower, and it is not going well. A lot of points taken away as Pootsman moves forward to try and take them down entirely, but not quite fast enough. Pootsman falls, and now it looks like Goat Team are under too much pressure. They've sent players too far forwards, and they might have just overextended.
I think RQ is actually able to get a res beacon off. Actually, yes, they were, so only Nerf now left alive here. Gemfos is flying in, the rest of the team drops directly back on top of their own bodies. Viren goes down instantaneously. RQ, the reinforcements arrive, but immediately become cannon fodder.
But it's slowing down. Will these reses come on through for RRQ yet again? A nade over forces Doc back off the ridgeline, waiting to repair top because he's on super low HP right now. It was a Furia knock, and they're not going to be pushing over just yet. Furia all too happy with their position, so it is resable. But RRQ have been given a little bit of respite to get themselves back together. But the ordnance keeps on pouring through. Doc with a molly in hand. They're burning them up the hill behind the cars now, and the nades displacing them. But the reses just keep on coming, and RRQ are 4 men on their feet.
I think they're further behind is because of this nasty little bit of terrain. Some of the nades are bouncing high there, so the airbursts aren't doing quite as much damage as Aurora might hope them to do. But what a play from Nerf. Honestly, really, really well done to RQ. It's not often you get to see a full squad reset in moments like that and directly back onto your own loot crate, so you lose effectively nothing other than giving points over to a different team. But yeah, incredible stuff. Really, really incredible stuff.
A lot of damage done. I mean, RRQ was sat on top of, I think it was a pretty much last second recall coming on through as well.
Yeah.
Just before things got shut down for RRQ.
That's up to him.
A really pivotal play coming on through because they are now shut down. So no more recalls. We're stuck with the players we've got, and it's only going to get fewer from here on out. At the moment, Furia, who have been doing a lot of work from their south position, are back on top in terms of elim points. They're up to 9 now, Blank, and they have still got a really important compound.
Now he's looking to unleash one more here behind the Willow.
Bose and Zeus on the inside. Only 2 players now left for the flash. Hoxie tries to make the cross, but it's cut through. Will be taken down as Zeus steps out for the spray. Confirmation there, and that's going to leave them lacking on the numbers. It looked like a good opener, but it now needs to be converted. 3 players on the outside for Kiwoom the RX.
Won't quite do enough damage there towards Flower. Sends one to the side too. That one bounces far enough, I would say. Hits Liu. Sadly, Falak will go down to Ragnarok in the back lines. Gives time potentially for all gamers to get their player back up again. That is a disgusting Molotov though. A double on top of it. Falak surely goes down off the back of this. IQ incredibly low. Pulls out the extinguisher though.
Puts them in the pressure cooker. And IQ just about stays alive. Falak did fall in the process. Flower now moves forwards, but Geeke have sightlines onto the angle, and IQ keeps shimmying away from this one. He's got a Molotov too. Where's it going? Over to the structure, over to the building, and Flower's caught in it. He's taking tick damage, but I think he's going to get it. The burn does come on in and confirms the flush. Flower steps out wide. It's not going to make it. Top 3 for IQ. And Geeke just about keep themselves as 4.
I mean, for Geeke, I said at the start of the game, they looked real confident. There maybe wasn't a lot of people expecting too much out of this squad, but they have sticked as 4 hero from Rondo. Like I said, easy for Bad Boy. That guy is a rising star. And now it's Geeke versus Orangutan. At the end of the game here, IQ still in, and 4th Thrives is at least guaranteed at 3rd place. And with 14 eliminations, they have had a fantastic run here on Rondo. Max might need to eat his words a little bit, saying that this is not their favorite map, because it definitely feels like it.
Or if it's not their favorite map, I am scared for everyone else moving on to Erigel and onto Miramar as well, because if they outplay themselves here, there is no chance for anyone else. Geeke looking to marshal their positions on this north side, getting that loot crate up there as well. They are chilling right now as we're waiting for the circle to start to push them in. Orangutan be very quiet. 2 eliminations only so far, Blank.
Trying to weather it out. Down on this side, they got the divots in play. Not trying to silhouette themselves too much here versus Geeke. Easy Bad Boy consistently moving the top. I think he's a clear idea. Sadly, it's not a lot of space to split here for Orangutan either. I do believe the circle will just pull them in. I don't think Geeke is looking to make any mistakes going forward. Oh, IQ will go down. But again, this has still been a fantastic match here for 4th Thrives. They end this match on 19 points total. The big thing about this, though, is 4th Thrives, their days usually live and die by their Rondo, by their first map. I think this will give them the confidence to give the run.
Orangutan down the hill. We're being quiet. Geeke, with all 4 of their players just still alive. Neither team on huge elim counts. If Geeke managed to pick up all of these points, they would just about beat 4th Thrives points total on this match, but only by the 1. Able to get up to a maximum of 10 elims and 10 placements would put them on 20. Orangutan still just staying quiet, playing in those divots, waiting for Geeke to make a misstep, but I don't think it's coming.
Yeah, for Orangutan here, it's a hard push. They're forced to use util here to try and shimmy their way upwards. Vehicles in play as well. I mean, WizGod can try and play distraction, but it's going to be a hard thing to pull off. Now there's down to 2 in AKOP, as well as Aru underneath. More nades trying to use to create a little bit of clamber points here for the squad, but Easy Bad Boy has rough idea, rough position. AKOP is going to go down to a perfectly placed Molotov on himself, deny those points. Aru will go for it, and again, that is the way you've got to do it. That's the way you got to do it. If you're playing as Orangutan here, you don't want to give extra points across. That could be the difference maker between you not getting in and making it through to those finals.